And here we are surveying the damage of the absolutely bizarre earthquake that struck Diamond Hill last week. We see some damage to the Mattel Motor Company. We see the Family Tree Dollar Mart has lost some of its parking lots. McDonald's, the sign is down. Strangely, the residential district is in relatively good shape. Not sure why that guy's in the tree there. Looks like we have some uprooted sunflowers. Of course, Brokebenny's garage seems to be alive and thriving with its new scrap yard, and the church has suffered the loss of its porch. So we are hard at work here, thanks to a new investor, the Die-Cast-Shepherd. We will be getting races underway here very shortly. But as you can see, our technology center was utterly destroyed. And so this new investor had to start a new channel. And so I hope all you people that were part of the Roughdiamond Racing channel will find your way here to this new channel, the Die-Cast-Shepherd. All right, let's get to some racing. All right, here we are. It's Brokebenny's garage. I got the case out. We got 3 cars. We're going to challenge the case. We got a Matchbox Challenger. We got a Hot Wheels Teetotaler. And we got this Kenner Firebird. Looks like an 80s style Firebird. So we got 4 empty slots at the bottom. And so these 3 cars will definitely get in the case to start. But where? That's the question. All right, first up, let's get this Dodge Challenger. And we're going to go right up against that Porsche because I don't know how fast he is. These have all 3 been graphited. Some of these in the case have not yet been graphited like the Porsche. I don't believe that one has. So let's see how the Challenger does against the Porsche. All right, I think we're going to just start a tradition here. And the Challenger to the case, which happens to be a Challenger, will always be on the outside lane. And the established car that's already in the case will be in the inside lane, lane number 1. So that's how we're going to do it, or I'm going to try to remember to do it from here on out when we're challenging the case. All right, he makes it past the Porsche. So the Porsche is going to get knocked down a slot. Let's go up against this Barracuda now. See how that turns out. All right, the Challenger handles the Barracuda. So we'll try him. Let's go against the GSX. Muscle cars look good running together. That was a good race, but the GSX said no, not today. All right, the Challenger gets in front of the CUDA, but behind the GSX. All right, next up we're going to do this Hot Wheels Teetotaler. This is an old Hong Kong made car, plastic base. But the graphite did really good with this. I happen to know this one's going to be fairly quick. We're going to go ahead and move him right up to maybe Larry's towing here. All right, let's do it. Whoa, that little flip there is probably more exciting than the race. So the teetotaler is moving past Larry's towing. Let's just take him right up a notch and see if he can make it onto the top tier. Going up against this Ferrari DB40, was it? Oh man, I'm not even close. 599 GTB. There we go. All right. You know, this new technology center that I bought definitely helps me see better. That is so clear. All right. Anyway, let's get these two going. Well, how about that? The old teetotaler doesn't stick the landing, but he does beat that Ferrari. So he's going to be challenging for a top 3 spot. Let's just give him a little credit and let's let him run against that Camaro. See how he does. Well, even if he didn't win the race, he still gets more height than any other car. All right, so he's not number 2. So he's going to challenge for the 3rd position going against this, what was that, Inside Edition? Is that what that was called? We'll have to check that out sometime. All right, let's race him. Well, he won pretty convincingly there, but here in my world, if you're going to be in the top 3, you got to win in both lanes. Or at least be the better racer out of the 2 lanes. So let's switch the lanes up and see how it goes. Well, I gotta admit, I did not see that coming. I thought this guy would stand. And on top of that, this guy didn't even flip that time, but this guy did. Crazy. All right, so let me rearrange this case. This is our new number 3 racer. And I'll rearrange the case and then we'll get to this guy. Okay, this is my one and only Kenner Fast Ones. It's a Firebird. They had those license plates on them there. West Virginia. Wonder what part? Maybe like Charleston? Any Charleston fans out there? Or maybe, let's see, Ripley. Let's see, I used to drive through West Virginia all the time on my way back and forth to school. Anyway, Bridgeport, Parkersburg. Is that anybody? Maybe somebody from West Virginia is the driver of this car. Well, anyway, let's see. I was surprised. He rolls really good compared to what he did when I purchased him, when I got him. And the graphite did wonders for him. I don't know how fast he's going to be. Let's go ahead. Let's see. Who hasn't raced yet tonight? That 57 Chevy hasn't raced. We're going to race him against the 57 Chevy. All right, that was a pretty solid win. Let's move him right up to Larry's towing, see how he does. Pretty good race, but Larry's towing had just a little too much for this Firebird. Turbo Firebird? I just realized that said turbo on it. Anyway, let's go ahead and let him run this GSX. What do you think? Black Firebird, white GSX. And there you have it. All right, this Firebird, that's actually not a bad looking car. Yeah, I mean, it's beat up, obviously, but pretty nice. Anyway, it's a weird Firebird. More like a golden canary. Anyway, that car did get ahead of the GSX, and now we have 3 new cars in the case. The surprise, though, was that teetotaler. I knew he was quicker, but I didn't think he was that quick to get in the top 3. Of course, my top 3 isn't necessarily all that fast. So, we will race a couple more cars, fill this last slot, and maybe kick somebody out of the case next time on Brokebenny's Garage. The other 2 cars that made it in, of course, were the Firebird and the Matchbox Dodge Challenger. All right. Thanks for joining us tonight. I realize this is a brand new channel and maybe no one will see this, but I sure hope somebody does. And pass the word that this is now the new Roughdiamond Racing, because I can't seem to log in to my old account no matter how hard I try, because my password is just, I can't find it. I don't know what it was. Anyway. All right. Well, hey, spread the word if you can. Like, subscribe. Let's build this channel up again. And anyway, y'all be blessed. Have a good night.